Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is we're going to talk about LeBron James and Bronny James Jr., the possibility that LeBron James could actually come back to Cleveland to play for the Cavaliers. Now, when LeBron left the Cavaliers back in 2018, we were all like, yep, congratulations, LeBron. Good on him. He did what he returned to do. He came back, won a championship. I understand why he's leaving now. He's going to LA. Good on him. He's enjoyed his life now, so be it. But now fast forward about 4 or 5 years into the future, now in 2024, when the Cavaliers was playing, I believe it was game 4 of their playoff series against the Boston Celtics. During that game, I think it was like around the first quarter, right before the game started, LeBron James made an appearance and he actually came to the game. He showed up, he was at the game, he was courtside with his wife. Apparently, according to the rumors, is he was there for Mother's Day weekend, which I kind of understand. They're there in Akron. Akron's close by. He's got a home there. He's not in the playoffs. The Cavs were in the playoffs. He's just popping in maybe for a game. But it was too much of a coincidence, the fact that his entire time with the Lakers, the only time he's ever stepped foot in that arena was for whenever the Lakers played the Cavaliers. And that goes for the back whenever he left Cleveland to go to the Miami Heat. When he was with the Heat, the only times he ever stepped foot in that arena, to sit inside the stadium during a game or something like that, was whenever, I believe it was Iglesias, had his number retired. He never came to a game with the Heat. He never came and sat courtside. The only time he came, like I said, was for that jersey retirement. And what a lot of people kind of want to talk about now is, could LeBron James actually leave the Lakers, because he does have a player option going on right now. He's got a player option for this upcoming season. He could possibly decline that option, come back to play with the Cavaliers, because the way you look at two rosters, you have the Lakers roster, who looks like they can compete for a title, but they're just struggling every single year when they get to the playoffs. And then you have the Cavs roster, who looks like they could really go far. They just need one more piece. And I'm sure LeBron's looking at the roster and saying, if I just drop myself into there, this team could easily win a title next year. And oh yeah, did I mention the fact that Bronny James could possibly come back to or get drafted by the Cavaliers? So what I want to do in this video is, like I said, we're going to talk about the possibility, could LeBron James come to the Cavaliers? Could Bronny James possibly come to the Cavaliers? We're going to discuss a lot of different things. We got mock drafts, we got salary cap, we got rosters, we got the news about LeBron James, the ways that this could possibly happen. Everything you're going to be seeing on screen, just so you guys know, is going to be down, linked in the description. So if you want to go check out anything you're going to be seeing on screen for yourself, feel free to do so. But I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like onto this video. Be very much appreciated to do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's start off with this tweet. This came back, as you can see, April 30th, it came back. It was a tweet that came out. It says here, LeBron James is expected to opt out of his contract with the Lakers and become a free agent. Says came from Brian Warhorse saying, and I quote, "I think LeBron intends to opt out of his contract and become a free agent for the first time since 2018, quote. Now, at the time when that tweet was kind of come out, I think it was because they were trying to say, oh, maybe he's just going to wait and see what Bronny does. I think he's going, if the Lakers actually can draft Bronny, he's going to the Lakers. He's going to sign back there. It's going to be a done deal. But if Bronny does not get drafted by the Lakers and he gets drafted by somewhere else, he's probably going to just opt out of the contract and he's going to go sign a one-year deal with whichever team it may be. Now, like I said in the intro, you can see here, LeBron James was courtside at the Cavaliers game against the Boston Celtics in Game 4. It was a tight game. It was a close game. I don't want to relive it. We lost the game late. It was a 109 to 102 win by the Celtics to take the 3-1 lead. They ultimately ended up winning it in 5 correction. But LeBron James, him being there, it spoke 1,000 words, to be honest. Now, one question everybody's going to say with the Cavaliers, I saw some people talking about this whenever Cavs fans on Twitter, we got a little crazy, started talking about, could LeBron James come to the Cavaliers? Oh my God, could this actually happen? Oh, but then some people were saying, oh, the salary cap, how could you guys even afford him? Y'all salary cap is like through the roof. You guys cannot afford him, plus also pay Donovan Mitchell, plus also pay possibly Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. Jared Allen, who knows if he's needs an extension. Isaac Okoro, I think, needs an extension. Hey people, newsflash, as you can see, everybody's in the negative on the salary cap. I realize the Cavaliers, where are they at? They're up here at $51 million over. I want you to look at something. Look at the teams that are actually like trying to push for a title. Minnesota, Golden State, Philly, Clippers, Phoenix. They're all well over the cap space. And as we know with the Cavaliers, if they were to take on LeBron James, he's going to be a big time number. As you can see, for next year, if he were to come to the Lakers, it would be a player option, about $49.5 million. If he became a free agent, he maybe could take a hometown discount. I don't see it happening though. It was said like 2 years ago he might. It was a very big possibility. I don't think I see it happening. But people did say, could he take a player out or take like a veteran minimum? Could he sign for like 1 year, $8 million? Because he's got all the money in the world. He doesn't need any more money. He's got everything he needs. He's got endorsements, investments. He's making money even whenever he retires. But when you look at the Cavaliers and you kind of look at the cap space and you look at the cap hit for a bunch of different players they had this year and then possibly what they could be going on for next season. At the time of recording this, there is rumors saying that Darius Garland possibly could be traded if Donovan Mitchell comes back. That's like the big domino that we need to see what falls first. Is Donovan Mitchell going to sign the extension? If he does, Darius Garland might be hitting the road. If Donovan Mitchell signs or does not sign back, Darius Garland's going to stay. Either way, with that happening, you have $36 million right there. Still, roughly $36 million is going to be leaving the Cavaliers. Now, I realize if the Cavaliers were to trade one of them, you're going to have to, with the whole way the trades work in the NBA, you're going to be getting a little bit of money back, but you might save a little bit of money. Plus, also, you can get draft picks and a lot of different things, maybe some better players. Jared Allen is a $20 million roster spot. Karis LeVert is for $16 million. Max Strus $15 million. Evan Mobley, he's due an extension. I think they might try to get his signed this offseason. Dean Wade, I like being there. He's a cheaper guy. Ty Jerome, we need to let him walk. He didn't play a single meaningful minute this year. Sam Merrill was clutch. Craig Porter is clutch. George Yang, you gotta go, bud. Now, obviously, whenever it comes to LeBron James, like I pretty much discussed, if LeBron James is going to come to the Cavaliers, one of two things that has to happen. Either he has to love this roster, that he doesn't care where Bronny goes. He's going to come to the Cavaliers because he sees this team as, I'm winning a title this year with this team. This roster is stacked. They're loaded. There's no way we can fail with this roster. Option number two is, Bronny James got drafted by the Cavaliers. Okay, cool. Going to Cleveland. And I was kind of looking at the mock drafts and like the draft order of could Cleveland possibly get Bronny James, and I've seen a couple of interesting things. First up, as we can see here, Cleveland, they have the 20th overall pick. Now, the next thing is the Lakers have the 17th overall pick, meaning if Bronny James Jr.'s stock kind of rises a lot more and he is getting into the first round, and the Lakers want to risk it for the biscuit, and they want to go get Bronny, they could get him before Cleveland. Now, the more likely option is he's going to probably stay in the second round, which is what we've been hearing. Well, let's kind of take a look. Lakers, their second round pick is pick 55. Cleveland, I believe, does not have a second round pick. So if the Cleveland Cavaliers want to get Bronny, they got to get him at 20. The way it's kind of looking is if the Cavaliers want to win a championship this next season, if Donovan Mitchell signs back, is their window. If Donovan Mitchell does not sign back and Darius Garland is the guy, LeBron James comes to Cleveland, Darius Garland, LeBron James, Bronny James Jr., Max Strus, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, like this roster cannot fail. Now I'm going to kind of go through this mock draft real quick. You can kind of see all the names. You can slow it down if you want. Like I said, it's also linked in the description. But most of these names are not Bronny James. And you look at who they kind of have right now for the Cavaliers to take. They have Ryan Dunn. There was another mock draft. I forget who it was they had them take or had the Cavs taken. But a lot of these teams are pretty much saying, or a lot of these people are kind of saying, Bronny James is not going to go in the first round. Even with the Lakers, they got and this mock draft's kind of fucked up. They have the Pelicans here. I don't really know if the Lakers or Pelicans, who has that 17th overall pick. But that right there is kind of the decider. If Bronny James goes to the Lakers, I think LeBron James, he's automatically signing the extension. Or signing his player option, he's come back to the Lakers. Now, let me kind of wrap it up by saying a couple of quick little things. Number one, like I said, I've already said it a couple times. If Bronny James goes to the Lakers, LeBron's going there. If Bronny James comes to the Cavs, he's going there. If Bronny goes somewhere else, that we'll kind of see, because there has been some people, and I have seen an interesting take, I think it was Jay Williams on ESPN. He said something along the lines of, say Bronny James gets drafted, but he doesn't go to a team that LeBron particularly wants to go to. Like, say he gets drafted to a Charlotte or a Detroit or a team or Toronto. Do you really think LeBron's going to follow him there? I'm sorry, I don't see it happening. So there is a lot of deciding factors of, does LeBron James want to play with his son? Yes. Does LeBron James want to play with his son in LA? Hell yes. If it was Cleveland, he would also love that. But I think it also comes down to LeBron James knows he's turning 40 soon. He wants to win one more championship. He wants to ride out on the sunset, win a title. And he's looking at the Lakers roster, and he's looking at what Cleveland has right now. And he's saying, Lakers, I love this roster. It's a great team. There's great pieces everywhere. Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis. We got a lot of great pieces here. But we cannot get over the fucking hump of beating the Nuggets. Whereas with the Cavaliers, we just saw them go to the second round, banged up to the ever-living mercy. If Donovan Mitchell was out there and Darius Garland played like a $39 to $40 million man and made some shots, we could have pushed that Celtics series to 7. And maybe LeBron's looking at that series saying, if I was on that team with all those guys, we're easily beating the Celtics. We're probably beating whether it was the Pacers or the Knicks coming out of that series. And this Cavs team would have a legit shot for a title. But I'm going to kind of wrap it up by saying, it might be a little bit delusional as a Cavs fan, maybe, but you got to admit, you have a lot of people from ESPN to Fox to every single sports network was discussing, why is LeBron James in Cleveland? Like, why out of this just very random moment is he in Cleveland for a game? He never goes to games. He's never been to a regular season. When the Cavaliers, I realized that he could never go to a playoff game because they never got to the playoffs without him. But I'm sure myself and all Cavs fans were kind of just thinking, did we make a good impression on LeBron in that game 4 to make him maybe think, walking out of that arena, because he was also there with his agent, Rich Paul. Now, one thing everybody needs to kind of understand, Rich Paul is also the executive or the agent kind of with Clutch Sports. We're also representing Darius Garland. So could he have just been there kind of representing Darius? Maybe. But it is a little bit spicy to kind of think about and say, if LeBron James came to Cleveland, all hell would break loose in media, in sports. Hell, news, world news would break news. And as a Cavs fan, I am all for it. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you think LeBron James and Bronny James couldn't come to Cleveland? Do you think Bronny James maybe he's going to go somewhere else? Do you think LeBron, like I said, could LeBron James possibly be trying to recruit? Maybe he's trying to just pan out and see what it's like in Cleveland. Is this team looking like a championship contender? Could maybe he want to come back to Cleveland? Whatever your opinion may be, if you disagree or agree with anything I said and you want to go and leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below, feel free to do so. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified second I post. But without further ado, this has been Don't Talk Sports. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.